Right now, there could be a snake moving through your garden, and the surprising reason may be the plants growing only a few steps from your door. Most homeowners assume snakes appear by accident. But in many yards, the real problem is not the plant itself. It is the hidden world the plant creates: cool shade, damp soil, thick cover, and easy access to prey like insects, frogs, and rodents. Today, we are going through 15 common garden plants that can quietly turn a beautiful landscape into a perfect hiding place for snakes. More importantly, you will learn why each plant creates that risk, what warning signs to watch for, and how to make your yard safer without destroying the garden you love. Plant number 1 is English ivy. At first glance, English ivy looks harmless, even elegant, especially when it softens a wall or fills a bare patch under trees. But close to the ground, it creates one of the most comfortable hiding zones a snake can find. The vines knit together into a dark, tangled blanket where a snake can move without being seen. Under that layer, the soil often stays cool and moist, and that moisture brings in insects, slugs, and sometimes small rodents. In other words, ivy does not magically call snakes in, but it can offer shelter and a food source in the same place. Plant number 2 is liriope, also called monkey grass or lily turf. Gardeners love it because it is tough, neat, and easy to use along paths and borders. The problem is the dense clumps. Those narrow leaves bend and overlap until they form a thick curtain at soil level. A snake can slip through that curtain in seconds. Because liriope holds moisture around its base, it also creates a cool resting spot during hot weather. Plant number 3 is low-growing juniper. These shrubs spread wide, drop their branches close to the ground, and create a shaded pocket underneath. Larger snakes may coil there during the day because the temperature is stable, the cover is heavy, and the dry needle layer can feel like a protected den. Plant number 4 is ornamental grass. Tall varieties like pampas grass, miscanthus, and feather reed grass can look dramatic and beautiful in a landscape. But the thick base is exactly what makes them risky. As the blades grow upward and outward, they often leave a protected hollow area near the center of the plant. That space is shaded, hidden, and difficult to inspect from the outside. For a snake, that kind of planting works almost like a natural shelter. It can slip into the base, stay hidden from birds or pets, and move out again without being noticed. The taller the grass becomes, the more cover it provides, especially along fences, garden edges, or quiet corners of the yard. Plant number 5 is hosta. Hostas are loved for their large, lush leaves, especially in shady gardens, but those broad leaves overlap and create a cool, dark pocket underneath. Snakes may use hosta beds the same way they use rocks, logs, or cracks in the ground, as a shaded resting place close to the soil. Hostas can also attract slugs, insects, and frogs. For smaller snakes, that means the area is not only comfortable, but also close to food. Plant number 6 is creeping phlox. This low-growing plant spreads like a thick carpet across the soil. The problem is that the mat can hide movement underneath. Moisture, insects, and tiny invertebrates collect below, creating a quiet hunting zone where snakes may pass through unnoticed. Plant number 7 is pachysandra. This is one of the most common ground covers in home gardens, especially in shaded areas where grass struggles to grow. It spreads into thick, even mats that block sunlight from reaching the soil. That may look clean from above, but underneath, it often creates a damp, cool layer where insects, pillbugs, earthworms, and small amphibians can gather. That combination matters because snakes are not usually coming for the plant. They are coming for the cover and the food chain beneath it. When pachysandra grows too densely near walkways, steps, or flower beds, it can bring snake activity closer to the places where people regularly walk. Plant number 8 is azalea. Azaleas are beautiful when they bloom, but their low, dense branching structure can create a hidden shelter right at ground level. Fallen leaves often collect under the bush, adding another layer of cover. During warm months, a snake may rest beneath azaleas to stay shaded and protected while remaining close to insects and small prey. Plant number 9 is holly. Holly bushes are thick, sharp, and difficult to see into, which makes them excellent protective cover. Predators are less likely to push through those thorny leaves, so a snake can stay hidden inside or underneath the plant for long periods. And because holly berries can attract birds and small mammals, the area around the bush may become even more appealing to snakes looking for prey. Plant number 10 is vinca, also known as periwinkle. Vinca is often planted because it spreads quickly, covers bare soil, and stays green with very little care. But that fast-spreading habit is exactly what can make it a problem. Once vinca forms a thick, unbroken carpet, it gives snakes a covered path where they can move without being easily exposed. The soil beneath vinca often stays shaded and slightly damp, especially in areas that do not get strong afternoon sun. That kind of environment can attract insects, frogs, and other small creatures. And once prey becomes common in that space, snakes may begin using it as a quiet hunting route. Plant number 11 is not one single plant, but it may be even more important: compost and deep mulch beds. Thick mulch around shrubs, flowers, and perennials can hold warmth and moisture for a long time. That is great for soil health, but if the layer is too deep, it can also create shelter for insects, earthworms, and rodents. In early spring, when snakes are looking for warmth after colder months, decomposing mulch can become especially attractive. Plant number 12 is blackberry and raspberry canes. These brambles grow into dense, thorny tangles that people and many animals avoid. For snakes, that protection is useful. The fruit can attract birds and rodents, while the tangled canes provide a safe place to hide, hunt, and remain undisturbed for long periods. Plant number 13 is daylily. Daylilies are extremely common because they are colorful, tough, and easy to grow in large groups. But when they are planted too densely, the base of the plant can become a hidden zone. Old leaves, fallen stems, and seasonal plant debris often collect around the crown, holding moisture close to the soil. That matters because snakes often look for places where they can stay low, shaded, and protected while moving through a garden. In spring and early summer, when snakes are more active and searching for warm, secure spaces, thick daylily beds can quietly become a resting or passing area. Plant number 14 is sedum, also called stonecrop. Sedum is different from many plants on this list because it does not usually attract large amounts of prey. The risk comes from its structure. Low-growing sedum forms dense, flat mats in sunny spots. Some snakes may use the edges of those mats to stay partly hidden while absorbing warmth from the sun. So even a dry, sunny planting can still offer useful cover. Plant number 15 is fern. Garden ferns, especially spreading types like ostrich fern or autumn fern, create a lush canopy close to the ground. Underneath the fronds, the soil often stays shaded, humid, and cool. That environment can attract earthworms, frogs, salamanders, and other small creatures. And once that food chain develops, snakes may begin using fern beds as one of the most active hiding and hunting zones in a shaded garden. Now that you know which plants can create the problem, the next question is simple. How do you reduce the risk without ripping out your entire garden? Tip number 1, keep your grass short. Snakes prefer to move where they are hidden. When the lawn is tall, they can travel across your yard without being easily seen. A short, clean lawn removes that cover and makes the area less comfortable for them. Tip number 2, trim shrubs up from the ground. The most important danger zone is the dark gap between the lower branches and the soil. If you can, create a clear space of about 6 to 12 inches under shrubs. That one change removes the hidden pocket snakes often use. Tip number 3, remove leaf piles, wood piles, and garden debris quickly. These areas hold moisture, shelter insects, and create protected hiding places. Tip number 4, consider a gravel border around your home. A strip of rough, open gravel near the foundation gives snakes less cover and makes the approach to your house less inviting. Tip number 5, control rodents. This may be the most important long-term step because snakes follow food. If mice and rats are active around your shed, compost area, or garage, snakes may follow them. Tip number 6, thin out dense ground covers regularly. Do not allow ivy vinca or pachysandra to become one solid mat. Tip number 7, eliminate standing water and excess moisture. Fix leaking irrigation, empty containers that collect rainwater, and improve drainage in soggy corners. Less moisture means fewer insects, frogs, and prey animals. Now, what should you plant or use instead? The goal is not to make your garden empty. The goal is to remove the hidden ground-level zones that make snakes feel protected. If you have problem areas filled with ivy, pachysandra, or vinca, consider replacing part of that ground cover with decomposed granite, river rock, or decorative gravel. These materials still look clean and intentional, but they do not create the same cool, tangled shelter at soil level. If you love ornamental grasses, choose compact clumping varieties that stay tidy and open at the base. Blue fescue is a good example because it stays low, controlled, and easier to inspect. Instead of wide shrubs that spread along the ground, choose upright or columnar shrubs that grow vertically and leave less hidden space underneath. For mulch beds, keep the layer thin. 1 to 2 inches is usually enough for moisture control without creating a deep, warm hiding zone. In shady spaces, instead of planting large ferns and hostas directly into the ground, try raised planters, pots, or elevated container gardens. Lifting plants above soil level removes the exact hiding pocket snakes often depend on. Lighting also helps. Solar path lights and motion sensor lights along garden borders, sheds, and walkways can make nighttime movement less comfortable for snakes and easier for you to notice. You can also use strong scented sunny border plants like lavender, marigold, and lemongrass. These should not be treated as a perfect snake repellent, but they are cleaner, more open options that are less likely to create the damp, prey-filled shelter snakes prefer. So, that is the full list. 15 plants and planting conditions that may quietly make your yard more attractive to snakes. The important lesson is simple. Snakes usually do not come because of the beauty of the plant. They come because the plant creates shelter, shade, moisture, warmth, and food. Now I want you to look around your own garden. Do you have English ivy, hostas, ornamental grasses, thick mulch, ferns, or blackberry canes near your house? Drop a comment below and tell me which ones are growing in your yard right now. You might be surprised how many people have 4, 5, or even 6 of these without realizing the risk. If this video helped you, please hit the like button so more homeowners and gardeners can see it. And if you have not subscribed to Root Garden Wisdom yet, subscribe now and turn on the notification bell. We share practical garden safety tips every week to help you grow smarter, safer, and with more confidence. Your garden should be a place of peace, not a place of worry. Stay safe, keep your yard clean, and I will see you in the next video.